Scream Queens, and welcome back to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
A podcast where we talk about horror movies.
And the cubes in them.
Holy shit, and talking about cubes.
Tell me. We're in a cube.
We're motherfucker, we in a cube right now.
But we're in the best decorated
Look, right
cube
here, wait.
I was in charge.
Bitch. The one in charge in this movie, let's just say, no. You don't want to be that person.
No, I'm not him.
You're the cube, right? You're the charge now?
I'm in charge of decorating the cubes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You did good work. I'm
Thank
not gonna
you.
lie.
Yeah, it's
very prideful.
I mean, it's my month.
But look, we're in a cube right now. If you look at the screen, we're a cube right here. Oh, wait, I went over.
That's more of a rectangle.
Bitch. I done ruined everything, man. Let me imagine.
Okay. Well, you don't know your shapes.
I don't know it. Let me have it. But what movie did we watch today?
So today we watched 1997's Cube, directed by Vincenzo Natali, written by Andrei Bijalik, Vincenzo Natali, and Graham Manson. Not related to any Mansons that I know.
Okay, that's based.
It had a budget of 365,000 Canadian dollars.
Okay.
Don't know what that means in US, so do the math yourself. And it grossed worldwide $565,000. So
okay.
They didn't make $1 million unless that's what Canadian, I don't know what they mean by that.
Yeah.
A very low budget movie.
It's very low budget. It's a one location. What did you think of the movie? Our spoiler free, even though
I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And the concept. It's very like, hey, it's like Saw.
Yeah.
Before Saw was a thing.
That's true. There's a lot of kills and a lot of references to other movies, and I'm like, wow, did they take it from here?
The only thing is that we don't really know
what's happening.
Anything.
Which, I mean, that's not bad.
It's not a bad thing. It's just like there's interest there, but I feel like I wanted more.
Yeah, I do think the movie also like slows down for like a bit, and I'm like, hurry up, let's get to the let's move it on. Like, because there's nothing happening for like a good portion of the movie.
And like, it's like, oh, there's traps in these rooms, but it's like we only see 2 people die from traps. Everyone else dies because they hate each other.
Yeah, which I guess is like the worst enemy is each other.
Spoiler, sorry.
Yeah, if you think all of them are gonna make it, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah,
but it was. I like the concept. I think the concept is very cool. I even like the actors were all kind of great. Like for what their role was, I was like, I kind of like dig them. Like even the one that we're supposed to hate, like. At first, I'm like, okay, cool. And then at the end, you're like, oh, I fucking hate this motherfucker. They make you hate him. And like, even like the one that you're supposed to hate at first, they kind of make you like him more into the movie. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. They're kind of switching everything. And
I'm always here for like a movie of like a group of 5 or 7 trapped in a place, trying to figure it out.
And that sounds like a great movie already. And honestly,
that's
a great job.
That's why I really like Saw 2. Because they're stuck in a house trying to get it out.
And their dynamic between everybody works really well. And that's what I got. I mean, we even were like, this kind of reference a lot of Saw 2, even though it happened way after. So I'm like, I wonder if this was like inspirational.
It's like giving like Bad Girls Club, meaning Saw.
Imagine
that's probably why I love shows
imagine
like
New
that.
York stuck in a cube with like Pumpkin.
Bro.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Oh, she would have thrown her ass into like one of those trap rooms.
Oh, hell no. But I'm going to go through the cast real quick.
Okay. And then after that, I'll do the synopsis and the tagline. Some of these taglines are kind of funny.
Oh, really? Oh, I can't wait. We got Nicole DeBoer as Levin. Nikki Guadagni. I think that's how you say it.
Go ahead.
As Holloway. Maurice Dean Wint as Quentin. David Hewlett as Worth. Hewlett. Oh, interesting. He is British. Oh, he's Canadian though.
No, I think they're all Canadian.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Andrew Miller as Kazan. Wayne Robson as Renz. And Julian Richin as Alderson. So that's pretty much it. It's a very small group.
Yeah, because we only
easy names too. And right off the bat, they're like, "You are this, this, and that." It's even written on their fucking shirt,
just in case you missed it.
I'm like, yes, make it easier.
Yep. So the synopsis goes: a group of strangers awaken to find themselves placed in a giant cube. Each one of them is gifted with a special skill, and they must work together to escape an endless maze of deadly traps. And then the taglines for this movie are. There's 4.
Okay, there's one on Letterboxd I just read.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The only way out lies within your own mind.
Whoa.
Fear, paranoia, suspicion, desperation.
Wow.
Don't look for a reason.
Yeah.
Look for a way out. And then the last one, the walls are closing in.
Well, no, they're not.
We didn't even get a room like that.
No.
That would have been cool.
I mean, we did get cool traps, not gonna lie.
I think, yeah, like 2.
But then, like, that would have been a good,
and like
easy one.
3 of them are like the same room.
That's
different
true.
ways.
That's true.
They love slicing people up.
I mean, it's a cool effect, not gonna lie.
That's true.
It's pretty cool.
That's true.
What could be a good tagline that we can give this movie?
The Tesseract.
The Tesseract. It could be a
that's my theory in this movie. They're stuck in the Tesseract, and the Kazan makes it out at the end.
Wow.
And he's in the Avengers movie.
He's dun, 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 dun. He becomes Hawkeye.
It's like it's real, and it pulls out as real as just the Tesseract the whole time.
Holy shit, that would have been a crazy one. It's like Krampus, where it kind of it's like that.
Yeah.
Oh damn. That
So the
could've been a good
director
one.
did have like he did have an outside. He was gonna show us,
Oh.
but he decided to cut it out. It was the first thing he cut out.
Do you think it's like they live in our okay, spoilers obviously, but do you think they live in like our normal society, or is it just like something else, like a different civilization?
I want to think it's like a normal world, and then they just. But it's like, where is this cube that no one sees it?
And it's also like
And
where
it's
you
big.
find out that they build it, and I'm like, this motherfucker big as hell. Like
Yeah,
what?
well,
and then they're like, we only built the shell, so we don't know what the inside is.
Yeah, he did exterior designed it.
It's like okay,
Yeah.
fancy.
But it's like, where? How big is it?
Yeah, it's like huge.
Because
like
no one sees it.
so, it's like I
Is
don't
it
know.
underground?
Exactly.
Well,
Like
no,
where the
'cause then
fuck?
we see
No,
light.
we see light.
Is it in the sky? Like sky high?
Bitch, that's so many damn questions.
Is it underwater?
I'm in a cube of fucking questions right now.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, okay. I got a new laptop.
Yeah,
'cause
we got a new
Jonathan moved out. He left me for a woman
you can go
on Pride
on
Month.
Pride Month. Oh my god, I didn't realize that.
So I do have a fact for you, or a couple. So it says that the set contained just one cube.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They probably just changed the colors,
Right.
and
so,
we say like an outdoor.
right.
Yeah.
So change to different colors by means of gel panels.
Of course.
Since it's a time-consuming process to change from one color to another, the film was shot not in sequence, but rather by
Holy
color.
Fuck. So everything that was blue was shot in blue.
Yeah.
Red, orange. Wow, that's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
And then so the red gels were the first to be installed, meaning all the scenes in red rooms were shot first. As it happens, red rooms contain the most dialogue-heavy scenes in the film,
Yes.
including words big. There is no conspiracy speech to Holloway.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which,
Even like the intense moments like that happen.
yeah, and then it was shot on a handheld camera. The movie in 20 days.
It was The Office before The Office was a thing.
Yes. And then the room color has nothing to do if there's a trap or not. However, on a meta level, the colors sometimes signify what happens within them. White represents discovery. So anytime a character makes some kind of discovery, it's within a white room.
Okay.
And then red represents death or distress. Kazan is disturbed by red rooms, and often characters will confront one another in red rooms.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I have one more thing. The names of each character related to famous prisons.
Oh,
So Levon and Worth combined to the federal prison Leavenworth. The French, I don't know how they write it here. The French guy named Rene seems to refer to Centre Penitentiaire.
Penetration.
Well, it's in French.
Penitentiary.
Penitentiaire Rene, which is the only women prison in France.
Okay.
Quentin seems to refer to the famous San Quentin State Prison in California, and Holloway seems to refer to Her Majesty Prisons Holloway in England, again a women-only prison, the largest in the UK.
Oh.
And then Kazan's prison apparently is in Russia and is a mental
institution
in Russia.
That's
Yeah.
Let's just say it out there. You haven't seen it. Is it offensive? Like, I feel like
It's hard to say when the actor's not.
Yeah, I think it's one of those conversations to like, can they play? Because this, I don't know. Like, I
Like, are they overdoing it?
Yeah.
Did they?
I feel like
know.
it's less offensive than other iterations that I've seen. At least in my, I don't know who the fuck am I to talk about that, but like
exactly.
it didn't feel that bad. It was just everyone's reaction to that. I felt really bad for him, and
again, if it's people that don't know, they might react that way because we live in a fucked up world, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's also like life or death, and it's like I don't know. It's like they kind of make you feel like it's like. Yeah, it is a risk, you know. Yeah. But like I don't know. It's really odd. And they use the R slur, so just let's get.
And then another thing is they're Levinus with mathematics, Quentin is a detective, and then Renee's is the mentor.
Of course, they have like their own little stereotypes.
So yeah,
this movie's pretty simple.
It's very simple.
Like it is very predictable. Like what you thought is definitely what's gonna happen basically.
Even though I didn't know what was gonna happen, I was like, "How is this movie gonna end?" Yeah. I thought they were all just gonna die and not make it. Which yes, but I didn't think any of them were gonna make it out.
I see. Like it's like there's no hope at the end of it.
But there is a way out.
Yeah, there is.
And if you would have just stayed in one spot, you would have made it out faster.
Yeah, it is. I always liked that because it's kind of cool. But this one is like they don't give you any clues because it reminds me of Saw, the first one, where it's like Adam wakes up and this motherfucker is like unconscious, and then he had to grab a key before it went down the flush, and that's how he got out. And I'm like, well, it's how the fuck was he supposed to know that?
Let's go with the second one, where like the detective, all he had to do was sit there for an hour and just listen, and his son would have been right there.
Yeah, so it's like. It's kind of like it's always that gimmick of a trope. It's like, a trope.
Yeah, it's like testing human characteristics and testing how they function in situations like this.
Yeah, because it's like
never function properly.
Exactly, this is a character study. It's like how are these characters dealing with this situation?
Yes, you know what I would love this movie, but it's annoying ass TikTokers in a cube together.
God. Yo, bro, that's so skibbity.
On cap and on God, I will fucking kill you.
Bro, these numbers mean something, but like, I don't even have my phone to do the math, bro.
It's something about Prime, but the only Prime I know is that one Logan guy.
Yeah, bro. Dude, the fucking ice popsicle flavor, that's totally my favorite, bro.
We're done now.
Yo, hit us a like and a follow.
On cap.
On cap?
I'm making word up.
And you know what that reminded me of? Use code PRIDE for 50% off our merchandise down below.
Please, not. I thought you said Prime. I was like, whoa.
Code PRIDE. PRIDE.
And if you don't buy our merch, you're homophobic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, someone left us a 5-star review, so I'm going to read it because I really liked it. And if you leave us a 5-star review, I will read it. Anything lower? No. And you can leave us YouTube comments too, and I'll read them as long as they're good. So
you're going to read all the comments?
I'll read them all.
Okay. Cool.
Especially the thirsty ones for me. Love those.
Ridiculous.
So it says Daddy Chill 5 stars and it's from Daddy Fly Chill. Husky. Thank you Fly Husky for the review. And it says, I stumbled upon this podcast about a year ago and immediately fell in love with John and Carlos's banter and chemistry. I love the soundbar, their hilarious jokes and takes, as well as representation for the Hispanic and LGBTQ plus communities.
Bro.
That's what we're here for.
I love you.
See, Dad? I told you.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Keep it up, and I'm happy to remain a listener while seeing this community grow.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yes,
well, thank you. Thank you,
Fly Husky. All right.
You know who you are.
Yeah, I want to know who you are. Actually. I'm gonna pull a Joe.
Yeah, just Google the name and everything. Bro, sometimes if I stalk someone, I remember at one point, like a couple of years ago.
I love how you nonchalantly just say that I stalk someone.
Yeah, and like I'll just Google something and I'm like, I found their Etsy page. It's like, yo, what?
And from there you find everything else.
Yeah, that's all you need. Just a basis.
So guys, you now know that Jonathan's a stalker.
So I know everyone's location. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Anyways, please leave us a 5-star review. Don't worry, we won't stalk you. So
he promised.
The movie opens with Alderson. We meet Alderson. We don't know it's Alderson, but it's the only other character that
that's there.
That's there.
When they say 7 characters, this is one of them.
Yeah. And he's in a cube. He jumps into like a red room cube, but then he gets sliced up like with like a net.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an egg slicer.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because he's just in this cage, like in this cube thing, and it looks like the cube configuration or whatever from Hellraiser?
From Hellraiser, yeah.
It looked like that, like that kind of art style.
That's what it looks like inside. Yeah, you're right.
So that's what it is. They're just little things.
Oh, that's a good one. That's better than the Tesseract. So they're in hell.
They're in hell.
Oh, you know what? I like this movie better if it would have been like
connected to Hellraiser.
Well, he comes out and they're like inside of the cube.
Oh, that could have been cool. Nah, but it's not, and it's not chains inside.
I'm surprised they didn't make like a Hellraiser versus Cube.
What, Hellraiser gonna be Pinhead?
I don't know. They made 4 of these movies. There had to be something there.
I guess that's a good point.
But yeah, he gets murdered by that, and then it's kind of cool because there's a practical body, so it gets like sliced up and it's just falling apart. Oh, you know what reminded me of Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship is a good one. It reminded me of Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, with the lasers.
But it looked better, which is crazy to say.
The only thing that looked a little crazy was the wires disappearing. Looked a little crazy. The CGI there, I was like, okay.
You go, wow, that was really yeah. That looked crazy.
That looked a little crazy.
The CG is 97. Let's just say that.
97. So we get our title card cube, and then we meet all our other 7 characters, which is Levan, Quentin, Worth, Holloway, Renee. But we don't meet Kazan just yet. Kazan's hidden.
He's like later in the movie.
Yeah. I forgot that we don't meet him yet. I wrote him down, but it's like we don't meet him just yet.
Yeah, because Quentin wakes up. We have Worth just sitting there fucking giving up in life, basically. And then we meet Levin.
They would have listened to him. They probably would have made it out faster.
That's true.
If they would just did what he was doing, just doing nothing.
Just chill. Just fucking go to sleep at that point. We meet Holloway. She's coming out of one of the cubes because there's like, so we should explain that there's like vaults.
On each side of the cube.
Yeah, in each
floor, ceiling,
and walls.
North, south, east, and west.
Yeah, everywhere.
Wait, okay.
I knew exactly. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Because then there's weapons.
But I get what you mean. I get what you're putting out there. And so you kind of vault it and they open. It's like kind of like a weird mechanism. Yeah. And you have to crawl to the other cube.
And they're all, the other ones are like in different colors.
Yeah. So Holloway is coming out and Quincy just yeets her ass across the fucking cube. And like, she's like, hey, what are you doing? And it's like, yo, my bad. Yeah. Like, what?
I also love that she has a line here because someone's like, gets hurt. And she's like, I'm a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
She says it just like the guy in Saw.
It's crazy. It's like, there's no way this wasn't a reference. Like, it's like, my name is Holloway. I'm a doctor. Like, what? That's so random. And I love that she has to be the doctor. And she's like, we have 3 days in order to do anything because if not, we're gonna get tired because our body. And I'm like, okay, this girl's going on a monologue.
Yeah, because she's like, we can go without food and water for 3 days, and after that, our bodies will start eating itself because we gotta survive.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, like we get it. You're the fucking doctor.
I wish there would have been a cube with food in it.
That would have been good, like a
but
reward.
It's like, how do we put it in here? Like,
bitch, science, fuck it, whatever. It doesn't have to make sense.
That's true.
Astronaut. Oh, astronaut foot is a good one.
There should have been a cube with a shark.
No. Nope. You see, that's where you lose me.
That would have been cool. One with like
you can go in.
One with spiders.
I'm gonna yeet your ass inside of that cube like he did to Holloway.
I think they should have done more.
They could have done. It would have been a mirror, like mirrors or some
one with
bullshit.
Clowns.
Like different fears.
Yeah, like one with like your uncle in a van.
You know what I'm surprised they didn't do? I know that. So
come here, little boy.
It's revealed. yo, what kind of clown is that? Renee is. He like immediately goes into survival mode and he grabs a boot and throws it into one of the cubes and it shoots it with fire.
That's
it's
smart.
Like, whoa! I was like, yo, I like this guy. He's like, he's trying to figure out shit and he's like, yo, I'm trying to survive. I love him already, but. I was like, he a little egotistical. He don't listen to nobody. He's like, I'm doing to survive.
Yeah. He's like, I just ran into y'all, but I'm gonna leave y'all behind.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I get it. Like he's fending for himself. He knows that he has to do that. What I didn't think what I'm surprised they didn't do is that there wasn't a room that like made them really hot. Like you can't stay there for long. Like you have to move because it like gets really, really hot.
Really cold one.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
They probably didn't get to those rooms. There are 17,000 rooms and we only saw like 100.
That's true. That's true.
Mind you, one cube.
One big. That's too big.
Yeah.
So yeah, Quentin realizes that Renee is some famous like escapist. And he's
escaped from like 7 prisons, which there were 7 of them.
Like
so
major.
I wonder that was like a little like
nod to them,
and they're all named after prisons. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. But then. This guy is crazy. Renee is like throwing shit, realizes that there's like sensors. He's like, at one part, he's like, the air looks dry over there. It's like, what the fuck, bitch? The fuck?
It could be.
The French people can see air?
Well,
I don't see air.
Can feel dry air, I feel, maybe.
From another room?
Maybe it felt hotter than the other rooms. Like, that's why he meant like by dry air or something.
So if you look at another room, you can be like,
so
that
maybe that was
hot.
the fire room you were thinking.
No, that wasn't. He said there was like chemicals in the air.
Oh, well, maybe.
I don't know, but that motherfucker can see air.
Maybe he
all
can
of a sudden.
smell it.
You can, but he didn't go. That's what I'm saying. He didn't go to the room.
It hit him.
It hit him. It hit him. And he's like, "Ooh, it's." Yeah. All right, fine. So then
it's like when bleach hits you, and it's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
He just smelt it. He smelt it. Okay, I get that. But then he like goes into another room, like, yeah, this one's safe.
Yeah, and he gets fucking xenomorphed in the face.
So funny.
He gets acid in the face, so his face just melts off, and
it's cool as
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
it's
see
practical.
it. Like, I was like, damn, they just killed that motherfucker on set. Like, they just threw acid on his face.
They probably did. Oh my god, they should have had a room with Chucky in it too.
Bitch, they don't got the rights for that, bitch. They didn't have barely got rights for fucking putting fucking practical shit in it.
I'm just spitting out facts. 17,000 rooms. There's so many things you can do. So
that's true. Maybe those rooms that could have been an orgy.
They should have been the room in the orgy. They should have just did it.
I know, especially with Holloway. We find out that she.
I'm like, we about to die. Who's fucking me first?
That's true.
Who's running the train? Who's starting?
All right, fuck, marry, kill.
There.
Yeah. Quentin, Worth, and Renee, because Kazan probably can't consent. I'm just saying. Wow. He can't.
I'm killing Renee.
Because he's old?
Yeah, I'm not into it.
But he's experienced.
He is French. I'm still killing Renee.
Damn.
I'm gonna fuck Quentin because
you think
he's crazy.
Pound Town.
He crazy. I don't want to deal with that after my,
Yeah, Worth seems like a good marriage type of.
Yeah,
but he seems lazy though.
I get it, but if he gives the good pipe, be lazy all you want. I'll do the wifely duties.
Okay.
You suck dick.
Yep.
All right, that's a good one.
But they're wondering why they're there, why them, like it's specifically them, and it's like, Holloway makes a good point. It's like, out of all the doctors, why me?
It's true, and like that's the point that like we didn't get a satisfactory like why them.
We really don't know them still.
No,
at the end of the movie, I still don't know them.
Because like Saul has they don't appreciate their lives some way or another. Sometimes he skews that a little crazy. But in this one, I was like, oh, maybe they're like bad people, like because we find out Quentin's a cop. So I was like, maybe he did something wrong.
Maybe he's like
he did something like a crooked cop or whatever.
Because Holloway does say like, oh, I'm one of the free, like a free doctor. Or like, what did
she said? A free doctor. Yeah. So I didn't know what she meant by free doctor because we don't got those in America.
Like the black market.
Or I was thinking either that or like she does like she doesn't believe in real medicine. She does like bullshit medicine, MAGA. What's up?
Yeah, like we made you.
Exactly. Yeah. But like no, she just worked for a free clinic, like that they get free medicine. It's just that it's Canadian, so I don't understand that concept because we gotta pay for our shit here,
unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's like okay, like so, and what's her problem?
Levon is good at math.
Yeah,
but she said in real life she's not good at math, which sounds like that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But it's like she just goes to school. There's no reason for her to be there, and then Worth, we don't get to know anything about Worth for a while. So at this point, they're all kind of like trying to figure out what's happening. Yeah. They're trying to do the trick with the shoe, and then they're crawling, and Levon sees numbers by the doors. Yep. And she sees that it says 3 sets of numbers. Yeah. And
so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. An example.
Yeah. So then she reads and she goes, oh, all the odd ones.
Prime.
Or all the prime ones are traps. Or no.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Yeah. Okay, prime. are traps, non-primes are safe. So it works. They're doing it and they're doing it. But then there's one that Quentin goes in and there's a fucking like weird fucking, what is that, string?
That's why I'm like, that's why I got kind of mad, because I'm like, this is all y'all got is cutting people up into pieces. Like, it's like similar to the other trap. It's just in a cinderer.
Yeah, it's like cinderer. He like cartwheels his ass out of there. Yeah,
because it starts twisting. So, yeah.
It gets him in the leg.
First of all, I am so glad it's not me, because I do not fucking know what a prime number even is.
Oh, we be so fucked. Imagine all of us.
Yeah. Like,
you, Frankie, myself, and
like
Joy.
If you say odd and evens, okay, I can think.
I'd be like,
fuck with that.
I think so. I think that's an even.
Prime? That's the one thing in school that I was never fucking good at. I was like, the teacher would explain it 300 times. I feel like I listened to it like 3 years in a row. I still don't know what the fuck a prime number is.
It's okay.
And I could look at the definition. Yeah, it's whatever by one, and then the number itself. I still don't get it.
Yeah, and
it's one of those things. And I'm pretty smart. I know I act stupid, but I'm pretty smart, and I still don't get it.
Like the thing is, like, I feel like, kids will be like, when am I gonna use this in math? Teachers should be like, bitch, you're gonna be in a cube and they're gonna need this shit.
You know how teachers showed you, like, you know how in science class they show you Bill Nye the Science Guy, and like English class we got in the English class we got like the books, the books, like Twilight,
Beowulf,
with Angelina Jolie, in math class you gotta watch Cube.
This is why you need to learn math.
Yeah.
Because I'd be so fucked.
Like, math classes never had movies. No, this should be a movie recommended for you to watch.
Do you think Worth, the reason why he was like so like done with life was because he saw those numbers? He goes, I'm done.
Yeah. It's literally like 700,496,636. Those are like the numbers.
It's like, I don't fucking know.
And then how does she? Oh, all these are prime, so we not good. These are not prime, we good.
Yeah, but that's not all, because we have a little bit later. There's more to those numbers.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh great,
a lot more. That I'm like, what?
Yeah, she's like, oh, 657 times 11. Yeah, that's a prime.
I'm like that one guy on the meme. He's like, what?
What's even happening?
What? That's me.
So then
we meet Kazan.
We meet Kazan here by accident
because he falls from the roof.
He's a fallen angel.
Yeah, he really is.
Kazan, Satan, Satan. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
So he falls. He is mentally challenged.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the. Yeah, right? I think. Okay. And Dr. Holloway, she starts taking care of him, like immediately. And it's her motherly nature, but also she's a doctor. She probably deals with patients like that. And everyone fucking hates him already. Like, they're like, he's loud, because he kind of goes, he's freaking out about the color of the room.
He doesn't like red rooms.
Yeah, it freaks him out. So he starts panicking really hard.
I get it. Oh, Anastasia wasn't really a fan at first either.
Exactly. It's fucking scary. Yeah. Like,
Christian was pounding it.
And so then I don't even know. They were just like fighting for no fucking reason, to be honest.
They're still trying to get to know each other. They're trying to get like who's what with why you're here. So we kind of do find out that Worth is part of it because he is the exterior designer.
Yeah.
He is such a bottom. He's the exterior designer of this cube.
But because they tricked his ass to like kind of say it. Because he goes, there's no trap. We're gonna get out. He screams, there's no fucking exit. And it's like, oh, so how the fuck did you know that? And he's even like...
So at one point, so then we start getting like, oh, what might be the size of it? This girl calculates what's the size of the room. So we figure out that there is an ending. There should be 26 rooms going up, 26 rooms going across, which makes it like 17,000 something rooms.
But can we talk about her fucking attitude towards Kazan? Because I think it's fucking targeted. Because this bitch goes, oh, what's the dimensions? Okay, let me measure this room. So she starts going feet, by feet. And she does it. There's 4 different walls. She does it right in front of Kazan, and she's like, excuse me? And it's like,
move?
Bitch, you move. Like, Kazan's freaking out in the corner, and you go straight to him. Why? understand
because
it.
I don't.
So they also figure out that the numbers on the things can't go higher than 26 because
Yeah.
of the size of the cube outside. So there's one that does, and she's like, "Oh, well, it should be outside."
Yeah, because they find out that they're not. The numbers don't mean that they're safe in the room.
Yeah.
They're coordinates.
Coordinates.
So
yeah.
she figures out. She's doing math. There's a lot of math talk in this
I'm
movie.
telling you.
So if you're a math nerd, you gonna love it.
Yeah, this should have been shown like in math class.
For real.
This should have been shown for the lesson of prime numbers.
Jesus.
If I'm a teacher, this is the movie we won't be watching.
Honestly, that'd be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Just do like a kid, because nowadays everyone's sensitive. Like, oh, you're
No,
grooming our kids.
It'll be high school.
So just like blur the gore.
I don't got time for that. So,
So yeah, there's a lot of like weird effects and them kind of moving through rooms. And then
they eventually do get to a corner.
Yeah.
And they open it and it's just darkness.
No. This is the silent room.
I love this
The
room.
silent room, fucking cool.
Love this room. So it's a blue room.
So
and it's activated by sound.
And Kazan immediately.
He does the score for men.
Yeah. That's like his trigger. He goes randomly.
Yeah.
But then immediately before they open the door, he goes trap, 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 and
it's like he knows.
Yeah, he's like a sense. He has like some sort of sense. So then the trick about this room is that it's really funny. There's a shot of them looking down into the room because it's underneath them. And they're all like, what's happening? And then Kazan is just smiling.
Yeah.
And he makes a noise and a bunch of spikes come out like from every corner of the room.
Again, another room with wires.
Hey, you know what? That's probably the only thing they could do CGI.
Yes.
Not a coincidence, like they said in the movie.
Bitch, you know what I realized? What? I'm gonna go on a tangent. I'm gonna pause the movie for a second. So
Wait,
the other day,
there you go.
We did The Strangers chapter 1.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I read the director's name, but I didn't like continue like looking into what he did. And then I realized that motherfucker directed Nightmare on Elm Street 4, which is not a bad Nightmare on Elm Street movie. He also directed Deep Blue Sea.
That one, debatable.
Okay. One of the best shark movies after Jaws. Also, he directed Die Hard 2.
Interesting.
And then you make that.
You know what that means, right?
It wasn't his fault.
Have you noticed that like a lot of them are older? That means he needs to stop. Retire. That's what it needs.
That's my tangent. I just had to tell you.
That's crazy.
Remember. Yeah.
He has a range.
Yeah.
Up and down.
So what happened?
Bye. He needs to go.
Anyways.
So we go into a silent room.
Uh-huh.
Every time there's a noise besides the doors, these spikes come out. They test it like 6 times. And then they're like, it's the loud noise. And it's like, I got it.
Yeah, and like I guess the room knows that the doors are not part of it. So it has to be it's voice activated. I'll just say that.
Yeah, and these rooms have like these like monkey bars like throughout.
Yeah, so you can get to the ceiling,
Yeah.
into the wall ones.
Yeah, because it'd be crazy. They're like, how am I supposed to get up
That's
there?
what I was thinking at first when I saw first time.
Yeah.
I was like, so how do they get to the ceiling ones?
But then they explain it right away.
It's like monkey bars on the sides.
Yeah. So then what they're doing is like, okay, Worth is gonna go first because we fucking hate Worth because he did all this. So then they take him, he kind of monkey bars his way, but it's so tense because it's like any little movement, and also they're worried that Kazan is gonna like have a trigger, and then just like fuck them over. And then so then they're like, keep him quiet, whatever. They were gonna leave his ass. They were like, we'll leave him, but Holloway protected him. So then they do it. Worth gets into the room, sees the numbers. I think we should be good.
Yeah.
Then Levin comes in, confirms the numbers are good. So then Holloway goes and she stays on the floor
to wait for Kazan to come.
Yeah, because Quentin's gonna be last.
Yeah, but Kazan goes the other way.
Yeah, and then Kazan goes to the other way. They try to lead him towards the right way, but he gets stuck with the floor underneath the lever.
My thing is, I wasn't worried because I'm like, you motherfuckers established that if a door opens, we're fine.
And they're freaking out. And
unless Kazan is going to be like, I'm stuck. Then I'm like, okay.
Because he might go,
yeah.
go all the way through.
Yeah.
So then It was really funny this part because he gets his pant leg gets stuck. So then they're like trying to twist him and the door's opening underneath and he just twists the other way. He just keeps walking and I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
But like then they lead him towards the place and Quentin starts going down.
And they're watching him.
They're watching and then Kassan.
Well, because
happened?
I think the door on the ceiling closes or something. So it makes it, he gets worried. Well, like as we've established. The door's not gonna do anything. So why are we freaking out? Just don't make any noise. But then, because I was like, and almost
Quentin
gets it.
freaks out. So he does like a front flip into the next room.
I like to think that Quentin knew he was a bad person, so he tried to get him murdered.
Yeah, Kassan
or Kassan, sorry, and tries to get him murdered. Which I'm like, yes,
that's my theory too. I feel like he did, but at this point, Quentin's freaking the fuck out, and he wants to kill Kassan.
Yeah, but then Holloway
says the R word.
He does, but then Holloway protects him and then says the N word to Quentin, but not that one.
Not the nuclear one.
No.
He says Nazi.
That one.
He says, you Nazi.
Yeah.
Which I'm like.
And he was appalled by it.
At first, I thought Holloway was like MAGA. So I was like, I think she wanted to say that word, but she didn't. She said Nazi just to, because of the movie. But then it's found out she's a woke queen.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck you, ACAP brother. Fuck you, cop. You fucked a young girl. Yeah. And she starts calling him out, which I was like, do they know each other? No. Because she exposes him.
It's like she read him. she read him and she's like, I'm gonna destroy your whole career right now.
Yeah, it's like on Twitter, like the hardest readings reads. It's like her. She just fucking going off on him. Yeah, and then he's like, well, you haven't had any dick, bitch. And it's like, whoa, like everyone's just exposing themselves, bro. It's so good.
And then they calm down. They open the next hatch and now it's darkness outside. Yeah,
pure black. You can't even see. Yeah. You can't see
So they're at the edge of the cube, but then there's another wall on the other side. So that means they would have to cross that if there's a way out.
Yeah, but there's nothing to hold on to. Yeah. So they figure out, okay, we'll have the lightest person,
Yeah, kind of go lower to see if we can see anything.
We'll connect all of our jackets, basically. It works. They're doing, they're trying.
They're wearing like mechanic suits.
Yeah, so they just take their tops and it's like they attach them. So Holloway goes. And she's swinging. There's nothing. There's really nothing. Like, they're like, yeah, we're kind of fucked. I don't know. I'm going to swing from the chandelier. The Rihanna, right?
No, Sia.
I know.
She kind of looked like Sia, too. So, it makes sense.
Which, actually, we should say she's the grandma, I think it was, from
She's in Ready or Not. And I think it's the grandmother.
I think so, too. Yeah. But, anyways, they bring her back up. But she accidentally starts falling. Yeah. And Quentin grabs her, like, hold my hand. And then out of fucking nowhere.
He pulls a Lion King. He looks at her and he goes, I'm gonna be king. And lets her go. And then the others are like, what happened? He's like, she fell.
I love that he didn't even play it out. Like, he didn't act. Like, he didn't go like, oh my God. Oh, Carlos.
He just looks like, yep, that's what's up. You read me, that's what you get.
Yeah. You call me a certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
I mean, he was saying the whole time how he wants to go on a date with Levon. I didn't know. He kept saying it. But it's because she was figuring it out.
But also,
until she doesn't.
I don't know how old she is. Like, because they said school, and I was like, okay, maybe high school or college.
I'm thinking college.
But I don't think so. I think she's supposed to be, because, okay, the age of consent in Canada is 16, by the way. So I was like, I think she's supposed to be very young.
Listen, I'm not about to get into like.
No, but like,
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying. But the whole time he was saying how he's gonna take her on a day after they get out because she's been solving the whole thing. And
yeah. So I was like, I don't know if she's supposed to be super young.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, a little crazy.
97 movie. It's a 90s movie. I don't know.
But again, he's not supposed to be a good guy.
No, he's not.
So then he fucking murders her, pretends, and basically they're all kind of like, yeah, we're kind of fucked. Yeah. So we're just gonna sleep.
And he says an hour, and this is when the movie hits an hour mark.
Yep, when they wake up immediately, and I was like, wow, that's kind of attention to detail.
While they're sleeping, he takes Levon to the next room, and he's like, you and I are gonna get out of here. We're gonna leave them because they're like dead meat.
Yeah, they're spies. He keeps saying like they're spies.
Yeah. So an altercation happens with Worth. with Worth and Quentin, he fights him off. He gets launched into the next room and starts laughing because they find Renee's body.
Yep.
So they just been going around in circle. So this is when this girl figures out that, if we would have just stayed in the original room, we would have just made it back to the bridge, because the cube eventually will just go back to its original form.
And there's like a bridge across, basically.
That gets to the outside.
And it's like, they throughout the movie we hear some noises, but we don't know what they are. They never establish it. So I think those motions are like, it's like a Rubik's Cube.
My thing is that when they figure out that it's the rooms moving, the camera work for the rooms moving gets a lot worse.
It's like
it's like, now that you know.
Yeah. And they're like, I'm shaking.
Yeah. So the prime numbers is not a thing, and then the coordinate thinks it's a little off. So she has to do. It's like the super.
She
prime?
has to find the numbers have to equal to a prime number or something like that.
But it's like a super prime. She calls it a super prime or something.
I have no fucking
astronomical,
idea. Bitch.
But anyway, we figure out that Kazan is fucking great at math.
Yeah, because
she's give him an equation and he's like this.
Well, she says, because obviously Quentin is like, fucking just do the math. She's like, it's impossible. I need a computer. Like, you can't do that with these big numbers. Yeah. It's literally impossible. And Kazan's like, 2. And I was like, excuse me, bitch, you can talk.
So they test him, and then he's getting all the answers right.
So it's like, I think all the even.
Girl, don't ask me.
Yeah, at this point, I don't fucking
with
know.
Numbers, you lost me.
Yeah.
But there's a montage, and they're getting all the way through again with using Kazan, and they get to the original white cube where they met at, because she finds a piece of her glasses there. Yeah. So she's like, then once we get to the next room, then that's the bridge, which is the red room. And
it shakes. And then finally,
they try to leave Quentin behind. They try to kill him.
Worth closes the fucking gate. He should have fucking just killed him.
He should have did it harder. It would have broke his neck.
He's just, that motherfucker got a thick ass neck because he got muscle.
That's true.
And he tried. What was his goal was like, look at the numbers. Let's just get ahead, because he's gonna get lost. Yeah, he's not gonna know which room it is.
Well, and then they trick him, and then he falls to the ceiling.
Yeah,
because Worth tricks him.
Yeah,
but obviously he falls into a room with no trap.
Yeah,
of course.
It has to be safe.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, was there more than one room that was safe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought there was like only one of them is safe.
No, I think I don't know. Yeah.
No, I know, but like what I'm saying is like, when you're in a cube, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not safe.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Exactly. So I thought maybe one of them was safe.
Because they get to a cube where all of them are trapped except one.
Oh, I guess that's true.
And then on some other cubes, they all might not be trapped except one.
That's true.
Or not all of them. Yeah. So it's like, there's always at least one safe one.
Yeah.
Because they're going
They have
to.
Them. Yeah, they have to. Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, basically they're going through the bridge, and then at one moment it moves and it lines up. So then, they sit and wait because it's just dark, right? And it's like, if we just wait, the next one should be the bridge.
Once it moves, and it does happen, they open and there's sunlight. But I like this scene because Worf is like, I ain't going out there. I fucking hate people.
Well, yeah, because it's also like, that's it. I built this. This was my meaning of life. So like, why am I gonna leave? He's also fucking dying. He has a concussion already from the beginning of the movie.
I'm pretty sure they've been there for days. We just don't know the time.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because when they go to sleep, he's like, "We're gonna sleep for an hour." He's like, "How the fuck you all know it's an hour?" Yeah. It reminded me of Sammy. Those are fucking onions.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, there's a lot of montages, so they must have been going through this queue for days.
Yeah, that's true.
At least 2.
Yeah. And then
I do like this because he's telling her to go. He's telling Levon to go. But if you listen, you hear a hatch open. Like, you hear it open.
Oh, yeah, like in the background.
Yeah, even though the subtitles tells you, but you do hear it open.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all don't hear that behind you opening? Like, you should have been prepared to get stabbed.
Yep.
So Quentin stabs her because he's alive.
Yeah, Quentin stabs Levon. I'm like, wow, the one girl that did everything right.
Yeah.
Except the Kazan discrimination, but that's okay. We'll let it slide.
Yeah.
But she fucking dies. Yeah. He's fucking kill her.
Yeah, and then Worth and Quentin start fighting, but he stabs Worth.
Yeah.
But then Kazan gets out, and Quentin tries to grab Kazan, but then Worth grabs Quentin.
Yeah, like,
so he's like in between the outside and the inside of the cube. Yep. So the cube starts to move, and he gets
I fucked that bitch up.
Yep. I don't know. It was a little weird.
Yeah, but we didn't get
blood on the wall.
Yeah, but we didn't get a satisfying kill for him. I was like, that's it?
I feel like he suffered it. I mean, it moved pretty slowly.
Yeah, but I wanted to see it. I wanted to fucking see his stupid face.
Oh, yeah.
Not the actor. The actor seems very nice. But like his Quentin's stupid face.
Yeah. He pissed me off towards the end of the movie too.
And then yeah, that's true. And he could have just lived, yeah.
And stayed in that room until the cube passed. Oh, even though he might have not made it because of hunger.
That's true, because we don't know how long it would have taken to go
do
back.
The whole thing again.
I would just start eating someone.
Okay.
If I know eventually this door is gonna lead me to the exit, I'll just eat somebody.
Okay.
Like at least for a day.
Raw? Okay.
Oh, unless I'll put him in a trap. I'll cut a leg, put it in a trap, cook it a little bit. If it's a fire one,
okay.
I get the turkey legs from fucking Universal.
Okay. Pretty smart.
Thank you. I'll be a survivor. I'd be worth. I'd totally be worth.
I'd just be like, just let me go.
No, look, and then we should explain. Kazan just walks into the light,
and it's revealed that it's a Tesseract.
And then you hear dun 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 dun, and Nick Fury's in the background like Kazan.
Dun, dun, dun. That's all we needed.
Renee wakes up like dun 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 dun. Renee's like, game over. And that's the movie.
And that's Cube, y'all.
That's Cube.
Oh my god. Dun, dun, dun.
That's so funny. Alrighty, so like we do in every movie.
Yes, sir.
We go on Letterboxd and we give it a rating and a review.
Yep.
So, Carlos, what is your rating?
I gave it a 2-star.
Okay.
And I said, 1 second. And I said, more of the story, work smarter, not harder.
Okay. It is. I mean, that just basically is.
Just stay in the one cube you're in.
Just chill, be patient.
And just eventually you'll find a way out.
Open the doors, be like, oh, it's not changing. Move. Yep. Next one. I wonder if you'll go crazy doing that.
Probably.
Maybe. I give it a 3. Mm-hmm. I actually enjoyed it. So, I said, honestly, a kind of cool concept with some fantastic kills. Yeah. At least 2 great ones. Yeah. The movie feels like there's a standstill halfway through the film, and it feels like they're stalling for time, which is literally halfway through the movie. Yeah. I'm like, what's happening? We need to I feel like also forward.
More people should have died by traps.
It's just, I guess it's
like
the
whole concept of like it's traps. Yeah. Come on, guys.
Yeah. And it's also like, you can't. I guess you can't kill all of them right away. Yeah. But I feel like maybe you should have. Like maybe at the end it should have been like maybe the 2 that fucking hate each other have to work together. They're still
going crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's one of those where it's, what can you really do? Yeah. You have to be really good with writing at that point. Favorite kill? There's only 2 good ones because Holloway dies, but it's kind of weak.
The first one.
The first one was probably the best. I did like. I liked Ren's because I thought it was really funny that they were blocking the face for most of it. Oh, yeah. It was like, was this all CG? Basically, most of it was CG.
Until the body falls and it's like
all fucked up. But yeah, the first one is just so cool because it literally feels like Resident Evil, but way better. Like they did it like not CG, and also it wasn't like perfect cubes. It was like slices of flesh coming off. Yeah, with the meat. You hear
the slicing or the ding. But you don't know what happened until the blood starts coming out of all the sides. And
stuff. Yeah. And it's so sick. So sick. So definitely the first one. Daddy of the movie?
Daddy, chill.
I'll get a Worth for trying.
Yeah, I give it to Worth. 11 because of she did most of the work for these motherfuckers. Yeah. But at least Worth was helping.
Actually, Kazan is actually who helped them get to the end.
Yeah, I mean that's true. He knew the last bit.
And he got out.
So what a king,
Kazan.
Let's give it to Kazan. Fuck it.
Kazan wins.
Worth, at least he was worth it in my heart.
He was the fighter.
He was. You see, like if I was in this cube, I feel like I would have been Worth because I'm like, I would just be like, I'm doomed, whatever. But then like if someone's figuring it out, let's say Jolyn. Okay. She finds out. She's like, yo, this. No racial, but like she's really good. She's really good with these numbers. She's really good with these numbers, and then she's like, "Yo, this Prime and Super Prime and Mega Prime, Optimus Prime," and I'm like, "Yo, she's cooking. Let's let her cook. I'll do all the work she needs me to do. I'll fucking do it." I think I think you're Kazan. You're because you would really make us go far and beyond at the end. You know, like maybe you weren't there at the start, but you'll finish it.
You know, that happens a lot where people don't listen to me and then something happens.
Exactly.
And I'm like, you should have listened.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, I can see that.
We did an escape room.
We
That's
did,
true.
and we kind of killed it.
We did.
We both killed it.
We
So if
did.
we were in this room, we'd be like, Carlos, I know you're fucking angry, but fucking listen to me. And,
And
he'll
I listen.
listen.
Does that mean I'm Kazan?
So yeah, maybe you're Kazan at this point. I don't think we have you could be Quentin, but I think we can like, we don't get you to that point.
No. If I don't know them, maybe.
Exactly. Either, yeah. If we have a stranger, like if our fourth person is a stranger, then it's like, we're looking at you. Like, we're tossing your ass.
Yeah, we're going to test your body parts.
Yeah, I think that's basically it
yeah.
All right. So you know what time it is?
But it's time for the
Roulette
of Horror.
Alrighty. So let's go. We added a new movie, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So Carlos, go ahead and spin the roulette. All right. Yep. And it is. Oh, it is a
Totally Killer.
Oh, that's a great one.
Totally.
I wonder what y'all think about that movie.
I love that movie.
Because I loved it. Yeah, I thought it was great. I met Liliana, right? Liliana? Yeah, Liliana. I always confuse her name. But yeah, she was great. And so I can't wait for that movie again. And I haven't watched it since it
since
came out.
last year, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Last year? There's no fucking way.
Was it this year?
Bro, whoa. That's crazy if it was last year.
I feel like it was last year. How old are
I'm
we?
losing my perception of time. I swear to God, it feels...
Yeah, 2023.
Holy shit. It feels like I watched it last month.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
We watched it last year.
All right, well, I can't wait. Totally Killer should be on Prime. I don't know if they moved. I think it was a Prime exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and if you want to watch Cube, it's on Tubi.
Let's go to Tubi.
Hell yeah, brother. And it was released September of last year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, time passes, and it's still on Prime.
Thank you, Vin.
It is on Prime.
That's okay, sick. So go watch that if you haven't seen it yet. It is a good watch.
If you like Freaky and Happy Death Day, this is right up your alley.
And it's fantastic characters. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that's it. Again, if you guys want to support us directly, go down below, and with code PRIDE, you get 50% off everything.
That's 15% off.
Literally.
Yeah, I can't say the other part just in case.
What do you mean?
The gecko.
Oh,
get a little mad.
Yeah. I know that gecko got lawyers.
Yeah.
On deck.
Yeah. But
cap.
You could say 15% on our merch. So
And we have our classic logo, we have our vintage logo, our horror mommy, our Pride logo.
yes, which we already had a couple sales. So y'all just keep going.
I love that. Thank you so much. But if you don't have the means to do it, that is okay. I want you guys to just leave us a comment.
Yeah,
give us a rating.
We get you're homophobic. It's fine.
If you leave us a comment, we'll be like, okay, fine. No, I'm
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Imagine someone takes us serious, like, wow, I can't believe you're using this. Like, it's like, yo, I'll be like, homophobe.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
That'd be so funny. Someone comments like, I can't believe you're calling us homophobe if you don't buy your merch. You sound like a homophobe. That's funny. No. But yeah, we're totally kidding. I hope you guys don't think we're serious with that. We're serious about the 15% off, though.
Yeah. There's 15% off. But leave us a comment. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the Apples and the Spotify's and the Googles and all that stuff.
Yeah, and if you have recommendations for any movies, you can always let us know. We'll add it to the wheel.
We'll add it to the wheel. That's all. If not, y'all gonna have me adding to the wheel, and I don't think y'all want that.
That's true. Because we're gonna be doing new shit.
Mm-hmm. Like that song.
Do you think Godzilla -1 could be an episode? Because Godzilla vs. Kong was one.
It was a trailer reaction.
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
an episode.
Why did I think it was an episode? Okay, never mind then.
But I mean, we did Jurassic Park.
Kind of. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I was just thinking because I want to watch it. It's on Netflix now, so I kind of want to watch it.
It's a monster destroying a city.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of horrific.
It is pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we'll see. Maybe if it lands on one of our faces, pretty faces.
Maybe.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching and listening.
And remember,
the numbers don't equal to Prime. Amazon Prime.
I love you guys. Happy Pride, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week and see you in your dreams. Mwah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, and 2 + 2 is 4.
Bye, guys.
Bye.